Thanks for joining us in the garden today. We are talking about bare root roses. We're here with Jordan from Grange Co-op. So we have all of our little plants in front of us. What are we doing? Why do people plant bare root roses? Why do we like bare root roses?
So I think a lot of people, especially with this dreary weather, are looking forward to spring and their veggies and their flowers and their marigolds. But what a lot of people miss right now is that a lot of their favorite landscape shrubs and flowering trees are available in bare root. Economically, it's a lot better way to go. They're a lot cheaper than getting a containerized plant. The downside is it's only available for a limited time. So I'm going to give you the quick rundown of what a bare root rose is and how to take care of it. So what you'll often see are bare root roses are going to be potted in not much more than a simple potting medium. I'm going to take this one out and make a little bit of a mess. And you'll see that it is just roots on here and bark. That's about it. The difference in what you would get in a container rose, if you bought this in summer, is that that's going to have soil ready to go. A lot easier to plant for people who are not that familiar with gardening. Instead, with this, what we're going to do is make sure we're getting all the potting soil in and around that base. And even though it feels a little contradictory, making sure you're burying the graft when you do this. Bare root roses are probably one of the best options for the gardener who wants to get a lot of rose varieties. They're going to find all the same rose varieties that are available that they're familiar with. But in the bare root option, you're probably paying about half as much.
So is the cost the only advantage to this, or what are some of the other advantages to planting bare root?
One of the best things is that you're getting them established now. They're going to have several months to get their roots in the ground, a nice slow-paced growth. Even though it's great to be out in the garden centers and see what's available in May and June, which is probably the peak rose selling time, they have only a few short weeks before we're facing triple digits. So getting your roses established now means they're not going to be stressing when you hit those summer temps.
So if somebody's like, I want beautiful rose bushes by spring, what do they need to go out and grab? I know you have some products right here. What's kind of the starter kit to bare root roses?
Biggest thing for planting roses, containerized or bare root, is making sure that your soil is appropriate. We have a lot of clay in the area. The best thing to combat that is a lot of organic matter in the soil, a lot of grit, decomposed granite, coarse sand, pumice if you need to. These are plants that evolved in prairies and beaches, and all they want is a well-drained soil. You do that, they're going to take care of themselves.
So as far as maintenance goes moving forward, you put these in the ground now. What are the next few months looking like for you so that you have the best bushes by spring?
Best thing is all the bare root roses I've ever come across in the garden centers are already pruned. You don't have to do anything with them this year except get them in the ground, a little bit of fertilizer when they start leafing out according to the label, and they're set for the year. Okay,
so if people are heading into Grange Co-op to pick these up, what do they need to ask for? What do they need to know?
Best thing is you might want to come in with an idea of what kind of roses you're looking for, whether you're talking about hybrid teas or landscape roses. You might have a particular variety you have your heart set on. But beyond that, if you just take a look, there are dozens and dozens of different varieties, one for everybody.
Yeah, because it's kind of, I mean, looking at that, you can't really tell what it's going to grow up to be. What is this one?
This one, I believe, is Grand Dame, which is a solid pink. I also brought in ones like Peace, which is probably one of the most famous hybrid teas, certainly the best-selling one.
Okay, well, thanks for being with us today, and thanks for joining us in the garden. To learn more about planting those bare root roses, you can head on over to our website, KDRV.com, and we'll see you next time in the garden.